Hey, welcome back to the Alexandrian Codex. I'm Alex. This is where the water tastes like wine. And no, they never explained why Rose was just a rose on a spine. I think it had to do with some symbolism with the Grateful Dead. She was talking about being a deadhead at some point, which, again, is just so... No, I'm not letting it run over into the new hour. The symbolism was not made clear, to answer your question. I'm not going to keep complaining about the hippie this hour. I'm going to be happy we're back in the Southwest, and happy we're talking to kind, grandmotherly figures who are sweet, who fit into the context of the time period, and talk about how much they admire the socialist organizations and workers' rights movements going on in California, and how they love their families, and they're heartwarming and nice, and they... Yeah. Take a positive tone here. Where is she? She's in Phoenix. Okay. I can see the fire from here. Good. Grandma, save me from these time travelers. I think there's some missed opportunity here in really more native stories, more Hispanic stories. Like, we've gotten a couple, and I do mean like one or two stories of Hispanic origin, and like the Thunderbirds is the only one. No, the Thunderbirds and the Colorful Stones are the only two that I know are directly linked with native legend or lore, and that seems like a huge missed opportunity. Maybe there have been more that I just haven't been aware of. Yeah, Toby likes yours best. Weird how there's a Toby in every town in the United States. Ooh, I don't remember what she likes. Well, let's play with our stories anyway, because that's what the game is turning to. Just click on stories that aren't full, so they get full. So then it doesn't matter which story I tell, because all of them will be good. Oh no, August can stick around. His was a good story. Bertha's displacement. Wasn't Bertha in California somewhere? Where the fuck is Bertha? Son of a bitch. I'm gonna have to go back west. Well, I don't think I liked anyone I met on the West Coast. Bertha I didn't like. Rose I did not like. Rose seemed nice. She just didn't seem like she should have been in the game. She had a very sweet voice, and her story, and it was an honest perspective of somebody from that subculture, but like, I hate that subculture. Dihaya, I wish I knew how to say her name correctly.
It started around the time we would harvest corn. During this season, the Army of the United States of America raided our lands, burned our homes and crops, and killed off our livestock.
Or stole them, yeah.
The Army told my parents that those who did not surrender would be killed or face death in the harsh winter weather. And so my parents surrendered. Thankfully, I was a strong young girl when we were forced to walk over 300 miles to Huildi, or Bosque Redondo, New Mexico territory.
Whoa. You did the Trail of Tears? No, you didn't. The Trail of Tears was, fuck, that was Andrew Jackson, wasn't it? Yeah, that was 1831 to 1850. How old are you? Okay, so she's from the past.
I witnessed the death of many of our people. From the wise and caring elderly to the beautiful pregnant women to young babes who were shown no mercy by the U.S. Army.
Hold on. Trail of Tears... Wasn't the Trail of Tears a Cherokee? Yeah, she's Cherokee? Right? Fuck. No, I knew this the last time we ran into her. I forget what tribe she's from. Rose was the only one from the future, though. She's from the past. The past kind of makes sense. You can be immortal or a ghost, and it kind of fits in narratively, and it fits in thematically with the kind of stories we tell. But, like, time traveler from the future who doesn't seem to notice she's in the 1930s. No, it's stupid. It's bad.
Chickus, my friend, can you tell me a story that looks to the future with hope?
Hope? Well, I hope to never go back to California in this game, but that hope has been already wasted. So we need to get rid of the pig farmers. Here's a story about a kitty. She is pretty old.
That was a good story.
I guess, yeah.
It pleases me to hear about people taking strength from each other, or from the land, or
Yeah.
from themselves.
Yeah, it makes sense. If she was a little girl, like she was saying, like 6 or 8, it's believable that in 1930, you know, let's say it was 1850. Let's say it was right at the end. Like the Seminole War was in 42. Yeah, she's old enough. It's believable. Yeah.
Joy, it was hard to find any harmony or peace of mind in those days. The morning sun was often the only sign of warmth or hope left in the world. Chickus, my friend, tell me a funny story. I am sure you hear many on the road.
A funny story. I don't. Oh, no, actually, here's a funny story.
It's good to laugh. Travel. As we passed Tuzitza, I realized that it was the furthest away I had been from home. We were forced to walk over dark, coarse rocks that caused some people's feet to bleed. I held on tight to my medicine pouch, assisted the elders, and tramped forward. Chickus, my friend, can you tell me a story that brings strength to those who hear it?
Strength to the hopeful. Oh, okay. I'm like, what? Oh, yeah, fortune-telling bird. It's a good bird.
The deep they are like that too, strong in the face of adversity. That story brings me hope.
Yup.
Luck? Sometimes I would look into the soul of some of those ill-fated people, and I would still see a breath of kindness and goodwill. Surely they aren't all doomed, or else there's no hope for the days ahead. Chickus, my friend, can you tell me a story that looks to the future with hope?
Yeah, I was right. I was talking about this in the last hour. It seems to me that a lot of people are like, tell me a hopeful story. Tell me a hopeful story. How about a hopeful story? And she's doing the same thing.
That was a good story. It pleases me to hear about people taking strength from each other, or from the land, or from themselves.
Or from anywhere.
Faith? If it wasn't for the medicine on this earth, our traditional language, and all the prayers and stories the elders passed on to us, we might have perished. Knowing that I was a living, breathing creation story has kept me alive in the face of dread and doubt. Chickas, my friend, I need to laugh. Can you tell me such a story?
A funny one? Maybe. How about this newspaper reporter with strictly positive views? Is this hopeful? He seems annoying to me. This story, it's funny.
That
Okay.
one made me smile. You told it well. Oh, the choices they made. It was grieving to see the humanity in some of the soldiers slowly being drained and crippled.
Now that's something I want to hear more about. I want to hear more about this. I want to hear sympathetic stories about the destruction of people's humanity who were forced or coerced or obligated to undertake these inhumane actions. I don't want it to excuse their actions or their participation in them, but I want... Yeah. I want more complexity to these stories because they're tragedies and atrocious and genocide, but I want more context to it because without context and without knowing the full story, it's hard to prevent it from happening again.
To this day, it surprises me the lengths one is willing to go to ensure the wicked ways of this invasive, demanding country.
Oh yeah.
And now, the sun
Alright, we have
is
to go back to
rising.
California
I
anyway.
must prepare to leave. I have a long walk this way.
Oh, night
Tonight I
talking.
wondered, what memory do we carry in our blood? What will be passed on to our children through the power of witnessing and feeling the harsh flecks of humanity like sparks from a fire landing against the skin?
Not enough.
I am left wondering what will become of our culture and our people once this cycle of inhumanity has run its course.
memory.
We sing our way through it, and there is an overwhelming vitality in our songs.
I didn't try to
What
click
songs
continue.
help you to heal and persevere, Chickus?
There's a joke in here somewhere. Hollaback girl? Hollaback girl gives me hope. Okay, Tiger Cub needs to get out of here, so let's plug in that one instead. We've done neither of those. She knows this story now. Let's plug in Walking Willis, which she may know, but I don't remember. She doesn't know any of those. August, we did this. I think I told her this one. I don't know, but it's full, so let's switch it out with that one all the same. Living La Vida Loca. That's a pretty good one. She knows this one now, so let's switch in this one, which is sad, apparently. I just told her this, so let's switch this out with this, because that's hopeful and powerful and should be good. Bertha, Pig Farmers, I think she already knew. Welder's Daughter, because I haven't done that one, I still don't know what it is. Yep. Yeah, didn't do any of those. Didn't do any of those. Wait, did I? No. No. Cat Who Left a Pony. Nope, didn't do any of those. Did tell her about this wonderful bird. That bird, excellent bird. I didn't tell her about any of those. Okay. But wait a minute. We're in Phoenix. Do you have a rail system? No, fuck. I could catch a car, though. You... Excuse you? Rude? Hello? Yes? Please stop? Please? Thank you. So I don't really know if you have any control over the movement of the car or not. I'm holding down the forward button, but it would never tutorialize. This part of the drive right here is actually quite beautiful. The Colorado doesn't run as deep as it used to, but still, driving over that's quite pretty. Driving through here, the Mojave sucks. No, are we coming up on the Mojave? Yeah, I think this straight right here is the heart of the Mojave, and it fucking blows driving on the I-80 in this area. Because it's a two-lane highway, still. It's fucking 2018, and it's a major artery of this country, and it's a two-goddamn lane highway. And on this two-lane highway, even at 2 in the morning, you have semi-trucks barreling down at you. Right next to you. Not fun, man. Not fun. I'm popping into LA because the game uses cities as checkpoints. I'm not doing anything in LA except going around here. Mountains of the Moon. What? What?
We were fortunate. We persevered.
Why'd she...
Everyone lost someone, and by the end of it, we all felt like we had lost everything.
But this is only chapter 3. This isn't chapter 4. Do some people only take 3 chapters? Did I skip chapter 3 and go straight to 4? Is this a graphical glitch? Who knows?
Thousands of people covered such a small portion of land. Our people were not used to living in such conditions.
Inhumane conditions.
That is where we learned how to make fry bread from the rations given to us from the United States Army.
Yeah, very unhealthy, but you do what you do.
Things at Tawildi only got worse as time progressed. And then, we were given permission to return back to our sacred ancestral lands. We were told to be grateful for signing such a deal with the U.S. government, but we couldn't help but feel nervous about returning home. Would the land remember us? As great a distance as we were from the 4 sacred mountains, I never truly did feel separated from the birthplace of first man and first woman. Some swore they could see Tadulza off in the distance, and sometimes I really could see turquoise radiating from the top of the mountain toward the cushion of the sky. No one could have imagined the journey homeward would be harder, but we had no choice. The holy people were calling us home. Shikis, my friend, can you tell me a story that brings strength to those who hear it?
Oh, maybe. She already knows about Mason. Yeah, great. This is hopeful. Plaza Theater, which shows strange and
The
uncanny
Dite
documentaries.
are like that too, strong in the face of adversity. That story brings me hope. Faith? Well, as soon as we saw Suit City, we realized there was a
Suit
power to returning home.
Suit.
Chicas, my friend, I need to laugh. Can you tell me such a story?
Funny. Walking Willis. He's your man.
That one made me smile. You told it well.
Thank you.
There are a few things I've learned in this life, and one of them is that the path you travel down will always bring you back home.
That's not true.
Our people learned this during the treacherous 300-mile long walk of our people.
Long walk is capitalized. As if this is a proper noun. Long walk of the Navajo. Oh! Fuck, you're Navajo, you're not Cherokee, I'm an asshole. The Long Walk of the Navajo, also called the Long Walk to Bosque, Redonado, Huildi, refers to the 1864 deportation and attempted ethnic cleansing of the Navajo people by the government of the United States. Yeah. Okay, if she was a girl in 64 and this game takes place in maybe 37, 38, 39 at the latest, she's old, but she's not that old. Navajo were forced to walk from their land, what is now in Arizona, to eastern New Mexico. Some 53 different forced marches occurred between August 1864 and the end of 1866. Some anthropologists claim that the collective trauma of the Long Walk is critical to contemporary Navajo sense of identity as a people. Yep, alright. Not the Trail of Tears. God damn it, Alex, you knew better than that.
Chicas, my friend, can you tell me a story that looks to the future with hope?
I thought it was weird. I'm like, Cherokee. She's not Cherokee. But I can't remember what tribe she was from. Hopeful, huh? This one might be hopeful. I've never tried it. Let's hold off. Petunia, the racehorse around Salt Lake City. I don't think this is hopeful. It might be, but I don't think so. Not hopeful. Not hopeful. Not hopeful. This one's sad. How about August? How about I just tell you about August? How about that?
That was a good story.
Hey,
It pleases me to hear about people taking strength from each other.
Yeah.
The past. Looking back at the pain our people have suffered since the Bilagana invaded our homeland, Dinebeke has only brought negative thoughts that create sickness. As Dine, we must not forget the evil ways of this invasive country, but we must also fight this sickness before it infects our future.
Dine means like the people, maybe? I don't know what Dine means. Dine. Dine. No. No. Not dine. Not what I want. Navajo. Dine. Dine. People. Yep, okay. I guessed that correctly. Cool.
Chicas, my friend, tell me a funny story. I am sure you hear.
Yeah, funny. How about Shaw? I don't have a funny story.
It's good to laugh. Sometimes I wished I had run away with some of the other Dine. But my place was with my family.
Yeah.
Though my mother was a strong woman, I could tell she still grieved at the loss of her infant daughter on the journey over.
That's fair.
Chicas, my friend, I need to laugh. Can you tell me such a story?
Yeah. Bertha, she a mean lady. She's not mean. I don't like her.
It's good to laugh.
I'm glad.
Family. We come from a line of warriors. We have always known how to be resourceful and resilient.
True.
From the seeds of corn that we found on our way back home, to the sheep that we heard on the mesa, to staring the colonizers in the face, we pushed forward against the odds. Our story doesn't end here. The story is still being told. As long as our language, culture, and traditions are alive and evolving, we are actively telling the story of who we are and where we have come from. But for now, the story of Hawilti is finished. With beauty before me, may I walk. With beauty behind me, may I walk. With beauty above me, may I walk. With beauty all around me, may I walk. It is finished in beauty. It is finished in beauty.
Ah, tearing up. I liked her a lot. I mean, part of why I liked her was that she only had 3 parts to her story. And that the character didn't overstay their welcome. She was cool! She was very cool. More native stories need to be told in video games. Indigenous stories are so much cooler and more interesting and soulful than a lot of our shitty colonizer stories. I got this story about men who planted a bunch of apple trees. Oh boy. And it's this guy who rode a horse and didn't have a head. Ooh, thrilling. Do you have stories about how you survived attempted genocide? Or the cultural reinvigoration of your people? Or the struggle to maintain cultural identity in the face of insurmountable odds? Nah? Don't think it's a very good story then. I kind of wish you could outrun cars. I'm just a skelly man going on a skelly way. So the skeleton thing, it was covered pretty early on that, like, taking the flesh from my bones. But then, in the context of a lot of stories, it's referred to as me having flesh. So I'm forced to determine that the only reason we're a skeleton is because it's easier to animate. What? Oh, shit, Bertha.
Anyone ask you to join the communists?
I'm afraid to say yes.
Few folks out here have been telling me I should, but I'm not much for joining things.
Come on.
Still, we've gotten to a time where you can't just tell poor folks to move along.
You're redeeming yourself.
There's nowhere to move along to. Anyway, know any good hopeful stories to share? I could sure use one.
Hopeful. Hope. Full of hope.
Thank you for sharing that one. I feel a little better now. Religion says be good and suffer and you'll get your reward later on when it don't cost anyone anything.
Mm-hmm.
You tell me where that idea came from. Religion is a thing rich folks made up to keep poor people quiet.
Yeah, actually it probably was. The rise of religion as an institution used to enforce law or doctrine is a thing that maybe only dates back to settled civilizations, agrarian societies. In most non-agrarian societies, religion was not quite so authoritarian, unless they were very authoritarian, non-sedentary people. But yeah, religion has a unique way in establishing hierarchies and kicking those at the bottom.
I've had a hard day. Do you know any hopeful stories to cheer me up?
You know, I like you a lot more when you're not talking about how disappointed you are in your husband. Oh god, I've told her so many stories. Well, I'm gonna tell you Rocio.
That's a good one. I'll try to remember it when I'm out in the fields.
She looks like a fucking force of
The
nature.
hope of punishing those that made things so hard, that's what makes me smile now.
Alright, now I like you.
When I hear there's a law coming, or a union forming, or a strike forming up,
Yeah.
thinking it might happen is better than anything.
Yeah.
I've had a hard day. Do you know any hopeful stories to cheer me up?
How about this story about August? She's gonna keep asking for hopeful stories, and I'm gonna run out.
Thank you for sharing that one. I feel a little better now.
Good.
There isn't much point in looking back all the time.
No.
My husband did, and it sapped his will to go forward.
You.
Anyway, these days my fears seem
Oh, good.
awful familiar.
Not ragging on your husband.
Can you tell me something scary that I haven't already lived?
You want a scary story? Fuck yeah, I can give you a scary story. Three-headed terror bird. Yeah, let's talk about the bird. More hopeful stories.
What a story! Look, I'm shivering.
More.
My family. Well, maybe the girls will grow up to wonder where I am if they live long enough. But they won't find me.
That's sad.
I'm out of family. There's no one here to save me scraps but me. Anyway, know any good hopeful stories to share? I could sure use one.
Yeah, you got it. Twister lady. Here, Quinn. Let's talk about cute little Quinn. Almost called him Twin.
That's a good one. I'll try to remember it when I'm out in the fields. When you travel around enough, you see there's a Hooverville outside of every town.
Yup.
They all look the same. People living in tents and boxes. And there's enough of us that have nothing left but the will to live. A change will come. A change has to come. I don't know if it'll be communists or unions or someone getting religion in a tent. But you can't stamp out the will to live completely. Thanks for talking with me. Not too many have time to listen these days.
What? That's it? That's the end of Earth's story? That was very abrupt. Everybody else had kind of an outro, but she's just like, thanks. Disappeared. Alright, we can go out to Utah. Fuck, I guess we go out to Utah. That's quite a way. Can I cross this bridge back into San Francisco? Probably not, right? Damn it. Alright, so we're going to San Francisco, taking a train south or east. Getting our asses out to Utah, Wyoming. First, let's sort out our stories. Now, I could be wandering around, and maybe I should be wandering around picking up news stories. Bertha's displacement is still not a full lie. Odd. It should be, as she's completely wrapped up. Maybe it will just not fill up, or maybe that's a glitch. Who knows? Who knows? I would like to take a train station to Boise, Idaho. Boise's the closest. Going from here to here. Alright. Earn money. You wander the streets looking for cash. Side with Bill. Always side with Bill. Train station. Denver. Denver gets me down to Colorado, which is closer. What? Oh, that was a standing loading screen. Earn money. You wander the streets looking for work. Lumber warehouse. Doing what? Sucking my dick! No. Wanna make some money? Yeah, doing what? Got me. Alright. What story's getting better here? Headless Hesh. Alright, yeah. Headless Horseman. Sleepy Hollow. So we're headed southwest. Southwest? Well, we're heading west. How about that? And then we'll head south. So hopefully we can upgrade some stories on our way there. Maybe pick up some money. Not likely to get both of those, but one of those would be nice. Money so I can hop a train the fuck out of the Southwest once it's time to. Now, I was saying it might have been a mistake to trek along the US the way that I have, not finishing stories as we go, and that may well be true. But on the other hand, there is something kind of charming about retracing your steps. I see you, motherfucker. Think you can hide in the mountains? Nah, I'm a-comin' for those stories. I'm gonna tell you some jaunty tales, and you're gonna tell me your backstory. And then, after we do that several times, you're going to transform into some weird creature, monster, abomination type thing. That will progress us closer to the end of the game. Oh, I see somebody else down there. Rocio, probably. So hey, we did end up getting an upgraded story and more money. No way. Yeah. Stranger version of the Tiger Cub born. Yeah.
No tengo amigo más que y cuando esté frío y falta estos son los que me enterrarán.
Let's camp, motherfucker. Ray! Green glass.
Hey.
And high tides forever.
Good to see you, amigo. Seems like the desert didn't swallow you up after all.
Not yet.
This place is changing. You ever see those big clouds rise up over the San Andreas? That's where the ranch was. They say the bombs they were testing turned all that white sand to green glass.
Wait, the bombs they were testing? My dude, they're not testing any bombs for the next 9 years. Some kind of future man? You like that hippie girl? The irradiation send you back in time?
Feels like everyone's trying to take their own piece of the frontier and use it for God knows what. All that land, fenced up, shut down. Signs reading, keep out, no trespassing, turn back, get lost. The longer and farther Poncho and I ride, the more barriers we seem to come across. What good's a cowboy without an open range? So,
Good at telling
you know any
stories.
good jokes?
Good at setting a scene. good at adding atmosphere. Cowboys are good for lots of things. Jokes. Right, jokes. Sorry. Totally was not listening to him. Walking Willis.
You're funny as hell, you know that?
I do.
Used to be. You travel all around to drive your cattle from one place to another. Nowadays, I travel all over just to find the work. But anyway, you know some funny stories, right?
Shit, this is why I stopped talking to him. All he wants is funny stories. Fuck. 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 Funny. 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 Ain't none of these funny. Wait, the man who robbed the same bank every week. That one was funny and sad at the end, but funny.
Amigo,
God.
that one's gotta be a lie. The authority. Talking about the people in charge? Well, this desert don't belong to nobody. And no one's got the authority to draw lines in the sand, especially not with steel and asphalt.
Well, you say that, but the Department of Transportation does a pretty good job.
But anyway, you know some funny stories, right?
No, I don't. Here, how about this guy who is a blind alcoholic with a sad backstory? Is this funny?
Oh, that's a good one.
Apparently.
I'm gonna tell that one next time I share a campfire. The past, it wasn't so bad. Back on the ranch, it was hard work, day in and day out. But I took for granted what it meant to have steady pay and folks who gave a damn about my well-being.
Fuck, that's fair.
Nowadays, my work and my well-being are on my own shoulders. So, you know any good jokes?
Hey, you know any good jokes? You know anything funny? Got any jokes? Tell me something funny. No.
You're funny as hell, you know that?
Thank you.
A man's ranch used to be his family. But nowadays, they don't hire you to keep you around. They hire you for a spell, then let you go. Off to the next one. But anyway,
Seasonal work.
you know some funny stories, right?
I do, but I'm not going to tell you one because it'll just come back to bite me in the ass. So here, let me tell you about the time I met Death.
Damn, amigo. Ain't the world hell enough already?
No!
Morals? Ain't nothing moral about roping off the open range, locking it down and keeping it off limits to the very folks who live here. Gonna lose too much water if I keep going on like that.
As in, water? I assume he means crying.
And the sun's rising too.
Ah,
Time to get going. My path takes me this way, out across the desert. I'll see you some other time, amigo.
you can count on it, Ray. You can count on it. What do we got? 20 minutes left of this hour? Oh yeah, we're hunting down Ray. Ba 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 bum ba 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 bum ba ba bum ba ba. All right, so Ray likes funny stories. I don't think I've told him about either of these. That's not funny. That's not funny. That's not funny. Shit. What do you do if you tell them all the funny stories and all the other stories and the... Now, the game must be designed with... With that in mind? It must be designed with that in mind. Walkin' Willis, we've already told him. Casey Jones ain't funny. This is funny, though, so let's grab that. This isn't funny, this isn't funny, this isn't funny. None of these are funny, so let's switch in this one just because it needs more telling. This has been told, and it's hopeful, it's not funny. That's not funny, that's not funny, that's not funny. None of these are funny. Balls. Yeah, I guess. Nah, you know what? I'm keeping this one. I like it. Are any of these funny? That's not funny, that's not funny, that's not funny. Okay, this doesn't seem funny. but we told him that one. This one sure as fuck doesn't seem funny, but we haven't told him that one. So there's an off chance one of those are funny. We told him this one. These aren't funny. That's not funny. That's not funny. This is apparently funny, though I don't really get the joke. August Tale we've told. This we've... No, neither of those are funny. Neither of those are remotely funny. Right? What? Is this one funny or hopeful? I'm gonna go off in... Maybe this one's funny. It may not be, but maybe it is. Man whose voice cracks stone. This doesn't seem funny to me. Feuding architects in Santa Fe, that might have been funny. Man who discovered Pluto didn't seem funny. But the man who robbed banks and gave the money to farmers doesn't seem funny, but seems cool. This isn't funny at all. Thunderbirds isn't. This isn't funny. None of these are funny, so we're not sticking with any of these. Army major who received a last-minute delivery of his father's whiskey. I don't know what this is. Willie apparently isn't funny, but I thought it would be. This isn't funny. This is exciting. This may be funny. I thought it was scary. This isn't funny. But let's select it anyway. Cat who ate a pony. No, this one's sad. This isn't funny. This may have been funny. I don't think this one was funny. And the cart horse faster than a steam train? Hell, it might be funny. Mother known for her powerful secret insecticide recipe. Nah, but it's no worse than any of these, because none of these are actually funny. Okay, Haunted Hotel. The ghastly legend of Ichabod Crane. Oh, no, it's a thing. This may be funny, but it seemed just scary to me. This might be funny. This isn't funny. Well, the well-heeled hobo might be funny. I don't know. Didn't seem funny to me, though. Humor is so arbitrary and subjective that it's very hard to say this is funny, this is not funny. Though, you know, some things aren't funny. You can typically find a context in which it might be humorous or evoke a laugh. Even if it's an inappropriate one. Like it seems to me that most stories can be funny or scary or thrilling or hopeful, but it just depends on how you tell it. A good storytelling isn't in repeating and memorizing a story. Good storytelling is on playing on your audience and seeing what works for them and what doesn't work for them, and then changing things a little bit, twisting it, or shining different light on it depending on what your audience seems to want, seems to need. That's good storytelling. It's a shame that a game about storytelling doesn't let you do that so much as it just has you tell different stories based on what they want, which, yeah, it's close enough. Well, it's close, but it's not quite as fun and nuanced. Alright, Ray. Be good to me. Let this be our last rendezvous. Ray, red sky. Hell yeah! Wow. Dot, dot, dot. Ellipses. Damn, Ray.
Keep moving there, stranger. You wouldn't want me to... Oh, it's you. Sorry about that, amigo. Been quite a while. This desert sun will bleach your memory. Raymond Edward Dawson, or Riding Ray. It's all over the posters now with a hefty sum attached to them. I'm going by Will now. This here's my new horse, Ghost.
Good name. Ghost looks badass.
Couldn't stand seeing those damn fences no more, so I started cutting them. Landed me in the clink a few times, but I got good at cutting through there, too. But anyway, amigo, what's the most exciting thing you've seen out here on the road?
Ray, you son of a bitch! I just switched everything to being funny for you. Ray! Alright. Man who robbed banks and gave money to the farmers. This seems either exciting or hopeful or both.
Oh, come on, amigo. You and I can skip
It's
that
hope.
happy fake stuff, all right? The future ain't looking good. After all that fuss about making bombs to point at them, now they're pointing their own right back at us.
Okay, wow, that dates this even further. The Soviets didn't, first Soviet atomic bomb. That wasn't until, what, 51. So minimum raised from 15 years in the future, 15, 14 years in the future.
Even if we all go up in smoke, the desert will be fine. Probably better than fine, really.
That's where you're right, Ray. Because patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. Fucking Fallout New Vegas and the Fallout series are better than fine. So yeah, nuke it all. Just give me West Coast Fallout.
But anyway, you know some funny stories, right?
Yes, Ray, thank you. Thank you. Well, actually, I was here. Pig farmers. Emo.
You're funny as hell, you know that? Poncho was the last of my family left. That night I got arrested. He and I were bashed up pretty bad. But there ain't no prison clinics for the poor beasts that we rope into our affairs.
Oh.
So, you know any good jokes?
Joke? Is this funny? I don't know. It doesn't hurt. Is it funny? Cart horse faster than a steam train?
Oh,
yeah, it is.
That's a good one. I'm gonna tell that one next time I share a campfire.
Hopefully you
The
won't.
kind of love I have for this place. It's kind of obsessive, unrequited love. It'll make you selfish, irritable. It'll make you lash out against anyone or anything looking to do it harm. I'll bet you've seen some really wild, exciting stuff out there, though. Tell me about it.
You want a thrilling story? How about the terrible King of Bulls exacting revenge on those who imprison his people? Oh, you're a cowboy. You might not like this one very much.
You live an exciting life, amigo. Those lawmen back in town, the sheriff, all the way up to the general. They might think they have authority over America's borders, but they don't got authority over the... And as long as I'm
Desert.
out here... But anyway, you know some funny stories, right?
I did, Ray. I used to know funny stories. Now I don't know what's funny anymore. Oh, but this I know to be funny.
Oh, that's a good one.
I
I'm
only
gonna
need
tell that one next
one
time
or
I
two
share
more?
a campfire. Travel? I'll never stop moving now, even if I wanted to. I'll never bind myself to one place, and to hell with anyone who tries to force me to. The sun's coming up, amigo.
Fuck. Sorry,
You gotta
Ray.
get going.
Gonna have to hunt
Take
you
my
down
advice. Keep off the roads. The open country's safest. The desert's harsh, but at least it's fair. I'm cutting overland this
again. Oh,
way.
thank God you're going that way. Okay.
Usually I don't have anyone I can tell my plans to, but I know you. Well, you understand this country. You've been all over it too. People like us, we're the kind who can't live no other way.
Ray, beautiful bastard. All right, let's go east, young men. It's go west, young men. But isn't it? Yeah, it must be. It should be. What are we getting improved? Man whose music no one could remember no matter how much they listened. Huh. I like that. Good take. Good hot take on an old story. Go run into Colorado. Oh no, I recall Colorado being quite annoying to get into because of the mountains. No, was that Montana? I mean, it might have been both. It's looking like it was Colorado too. Whatever. We're gonna go hunt down Ray. By God, we're gonna put this irradiated ghost man to rest. Well, irradiated future ghost man. He's a ghost from the future, and he has the power of nuclear irradiation. No fences can hold him, no walls can contain him. His deathly horse he rides across the desert. His name? Willis. Willis. He's a pretty enjoyable character. Oh. Wait, is this Ray? Yeah, okay, that was not bad at all. I'm gonna pop into Denver just to save where we're at. And maybe to pick up some money if at all possible. Now, I should switch out some of her stories, but I think I have enough generic ones that I can just push one or two of those through. It's very sick and sorry, yeah. So let's do the stories right quick. Alright, he doesn't know any of those. He doesn't know any of these. He knows this one now, so let's switch it out with Walking Willis. He knows. This one he might not know. Casey Jones is always a hoot, but I think he's probably heard that. He's heard these. He's heard none of those. He heard this one last time, so let's throw in the more bird because I like it. I think he's heard these, and I can't switch this out for anything worse. Not, so let's keep the metal workers of America who will rise up and seize the means of production. Fuck yeah. Corn farmer and his children around Milwaukee. I don't remember that one. Is that one happy? Sad? Who knows. I told him this one. Help the desperate flee. This is a hopeful one. Yeah, none of these. I told him this one. Yep. He hasn't heard these. He hasn't heard these. Hasn't heard these. He has heard this. Ugh. Okay, yeah, not many of these are seeming funny. Or any of them are seeming funny, but I might have a generic story I can throw his way. Let's hope. Anywho, let's pop into Denver. Denver ain't got no work. Okay. Hello, companion.
Hey there, amigo. I knew we'd meet again. You and I are...
Yep.
But the law's gonna follow me wherever I go the rest of my days. It's funny to feel free and hunted both at once. I don't want to find a place to settle and rest, but now, on the U.S. side of the border, I can't. But anyway, amigo, what's the most exciting thing you've seen out here on the road?
Exciting. Exciting. Yeah, the bear that preys on travelers near Helena. This was exciting in a thrilling sort of way. Scary, but exciting.
What a story. Man, I'd never go bored sharing a campfire with you. Home? The desert's my home. They can fence it off, they can wrap it in barbed wire, paved roads. But hell if I'm gonna let them do it without a fight. But anyway, you know some...
I don't know if I do know funny stories, Ray. I'ma try. Is this story of feuding architects funny? It's good for future reference if I know this. Funny?
Amigo, who do you think I am?
It's
I can tell
sad.
that tearjerker ain't true.
Alright. Well, you're happy anyway.
The future ain't looking good. After all that fun, even if we all go up...
They point
I'll
bombs at
bet
us,
you
we point boys at them. Yeah. What do you want? Really? How about the handyman and the loan sharks?
You
Yeah,
live
that's
an
thrilling.
exciting life, amigo. But Talking about my choices? My recent choices? I didn't set out trying to hurt no one. But the more I see men trying to bring harm to the desert, the more I feel like I gotta stand up for her.
Yeah.
So, you know any good jokes?
Go help make the EPA, man. Jokes. I almost told him about the deer. This meat one is not a joke, right? This is scary.
Oh, come on. I can tell that's a tall tech.
Maybe.
Prison? I'd rather die than be stuck in one of those holes, crammed in a little square box I can barely see out of. It's torture. Worse than torture. I bet you've seen some really wild, exciting stuff out there, though.
Wait a minute. He hasn't heard this one? Well, he hasn't asked for anything hopeful, so thrilling. This is scary, this is scary. Warehouse with the dust-killed cow. I don't even know what this one would be. Sad? Story of the brothers skimming the wind cards near Amarillo. This one was actually kind of funny. Fuck. Here. I don't remember this one, so I'm gonna tell it to him just so I know what it is. I know it's not funny.
You trying to scare me?
Scary?
That weak stuff ain't putting a drop of sweat
What?
on me. Heaven. Some people's idea of heaven is everything civilized, whatever that means. If civilization means men coming around, carving up the desert and taking pieces for themselves, well, I hope civilization collapses and it all goes back to how it should be. Anyway, I gotta get a move on, amigo. Can't stay in one place too long no more. Doubt we'll see each other again, but I hope the best for you. Anyway, I gotta get a move on, amigo. Can't stay in one place too long no more.
Ah! You messed up Ray's lines. I got nothing left here no more. Gonna head down to old Mexico. Mexico. Let my feet rest the spell. Adios, amigo. His last line, you fucked up. Ray deserved better than this. Well, with that, that's gonna reach the end of hour 3. What time is it? Oh, it's only like 10. I suppose I could keep streaming, but I think I'm gonna take a quick break here. If you're watching on YouTube, well, it won't much matter, will it, right? Because this is the end for today. And as this is the end for today, remember, there'll be more up tomorrow. Until then, make sure to comment and share and like and subscribe. And I'm trying to say this slowly so I can click through this. And stop by again tomorrow. But until then, toodaloo, take care. I'll see you later. Bye.